Welcome to the Chicago Engineers Foundation Incentive Awards celebration. Today we honor our high school and college award recipients, our young women and men who are the CEF class of 2021 and Chicago's future engineers. Thank you for being a part of CEF's annual award event. As we near the end of this unprecedented time, this is the perfect opportunity to look ahead, celebrate the future of engineering, and honor students who have demonstrated outstanding achievements and worked harder than ever to stay on track with their career goals despite challenges all around. This is also a time to celebrate and thank everyone in the CEF community, our sponsors, leaders, donors, and volunteers for coming together despite the circumstances we have all faced to ensure Chicago Engineers Foundation can continue to support our scholars with awards and continue to be a resource for students of all ages across the city. This has been an academic year like none other, and we are profoundly grateful to all of the individuals, associations, school partners, and corporations who are helping CEF encourage and empower Chicago students in so many ways. With your support, CEF continues to do more. The Incentive Award Program is thriving. We continue to see more student applications from communities throughout Chicago, and the academic qualifications of our applicants increase each year. In addition, with tremendous support from our donors, we are presenting nearly $100,000 in awards to the class of 2021 and increasing our award values for each recipient. Our outreach program is also growing after becoming fully virtual last spring. This academic year, CEF volunteers impacted over 1,000 K-12 students via virtual summer camp activities, classroom presentations, career fairs, STEM fairs, and scholarship events. Our Student Success Career Development Program finished the year stronger than ever, and more important than ever, especially considering the challenging times. We now offer a variety of online resources and events, which are available throughout the academic year, including monthly student professional networking, a LinkedIn group for all of our scholars and alumni, mentoring opportunities, resume evaluations and mock interview practice, as well as assistance finding internships and full-time positions. I encourage all of our award recipients and alumni to jump into our career development activities throughout the academic year. When you head to school this fall, start getting ready for your future career now and build your professional network. CEF's engineering professionals will continue to volunteer their time and expertise to help you achieve their goals. Here is First Vice President Tom Riley.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor and pleasure to be here tonight. So the CEF Incentive Award sponsors are individuals, families, professional associations, and companies committing to fund individual awards for our students. Some sponsors support annual awards for different students each year, and others may follow specific students through 4 years of study. Sponsors may communicate with their students throughout the academic year and also assist with internship placement. Our sponsorship programs grow each year, and we are grateful for every partnership. Our thanks to all of the 2021 Incentive Award sponsors, and they are the American Public Works Association Chicago Metro Chapter City Branch, AMVETS Post number 66, Applied Research, Beam Patent Law Firm, Mr. and Mrs. Sid Bennett, Mr. Eric Kempel and Dr. Bill Ben Im, the Kless Family Foundation, Mr. and Mrs. Mark and Joni Kroll, Mr. John Kroll, Mr. and Mrs. Armand Dinverno, Mr. Phil Dodson and Ms. Nancy Ross, Mrs. Arlene Ekman, Mr. James Gillespie, Ms. Sharon Harmsworth, and Ms. Diane Ferrari. Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Hoover. The Illinois Society of Professional Engineers, Chicago chapter. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Chicago section. The ITW Foundation. Mr. Tom Caraba and Ms. Marcia Hoover. Mr. Van Leer. Mr. Michael Lev. Mr. Andrew Levenfeld. Mr. Michael Lewanik. Mrs. Martha Jan Martin. Ms. Emily Moreno. The Murtaugh family. Mr. John Nelson. Mr. and Mrs. William J. Nissen. Mr. Thomas Penn. Mr. Don Preece. The Primera Foundation. The Radomski family. Mr. Martin Ross. Riley Intellectual Property Law. Dr. Aaron L. D. Sibley with family and friends. Mr. Stephen Schlegel. The Simca family. George and Judy Thomas. Trans Systems Corporation. And Ms. P. K. Whitlock. Now, please welcome Second Vice President Michael Driscoll.
Thank you, Tom. CEF is proud to be one of 3 nonprofit organizations with a home within the Union League Club of Chicago. The Chicago Engineers Foundation has been part of the Union League Club since the 1970s. The club and its board of directors, members, and staff are tremendous supporters of CEF. The club members serve on our board, volunteer, make contributions, and many are working behind the scenes in support of our students. We thank them all for their partnership. Please welcome John Donnelly, president of the Union League Club of Chicago, who is also former president of the Chicago Engineers Foundation.
Tonight, we honor 71 high school students and college students with incentive awards as CEF class of 2021. Despite all the challenges of this year, the number of returning college students receiving awards this year remains at a 90% retention rate. Competition among high school graduates was also strong for this year's awards. More than 50 outstanding applications were carefully reviewed by CEF volunteers to select this year's Rising College Freshman Award recipients. It is my pleasure to present highlights of the class of 2021. The class of 2021 is almost equally young men and women. More than 40% are first generation in their family to attend college. The average GPA among all the recipients is 3.74, and the average GPA of the high school graduates is 3.89. In addition, among the rising college freshmen, the average of their high school community service hours is 153. The class of 2021 are students from public, private, parochial, and charter high schools throughout the city of Chicago. Many commuted across the city to attend their high schools from neighborhoods on the south, west, and north sides, as well as many suburban towns. This class is studying many facets of engineering in college, ranging from civil and mechanical to biomechanical, aerospace, and computer science. They are attending some of the finest engineering schools in the country, from local universities, including the Illinois Institute of Technology, Northwestern, the University of Illinois System, Michigan, Wisconsin, Purdue, to Stanford, Princeton, Yale, Harvard, MIT, and many more. CEF award recipients are in the engineering classrooms across the country. They represent some of the best of the next generation of engineers. On behalf of the Union League Club of Chicago, congratulations to the CEF class of 2021. It is an honor for the Union League Club of Chicago to support your academic pursuits.
As president and on behalf of the leadership of the Chicago Engineers Foundation, I'd like to extend deep gratitude to the individuals, corporations, and organizations who contributed to our efforts this year. Thank you for your generosity and your partnership in support of our scholars. This year, we present a total of nearly $100,000 to a class of 2021. Together, we are empowering Chicago's future engineers when it is needed the most. We will now announce all of our award recipients by grade level and in alphabetical order. All of our awards are possible due to the generosity of donors, and we are grateful for every gift. The students receiving fully sponsored awards will be noted as we announce each of our award recipients. To start our awards presentation, here is Michael Driscoll, Second Vice President and Co-Chair of the Awards Committee.
Thank you. Please meet the CEF Rising Freshman who will start engineering studies this fall. Isaac Blunder, majoring in mechanical engineering at the University of California, Los Angeles, and receiving the Kroll Family Award, sponsored by Mark, Joni, and John Kroll. Casey Brannigan, a majoring in industrial engineering at Purdue University and receiving the Primera Engineering Award, sponsored by the Primera Foundation. Daniel Diaz, majoring in computer science at the Illinois Institute of Technology and receiving the Thomas Family Award, sponsored by George and Judith Thomas. Ethan Dooley, majoring in mechanical engineering, University of Wisconsin-Madison, and the Kless Family Foundation Award recipient. Alexander Gray, majoring in motorsports engineering at Indiana University, Purdue University of Indianapolis, and receiving the Idris and Stephen Hoover Award. Ricky Ho, majoring in computer science at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, and receiving the Murtaugh Family Award, sponsored by Courtney and Barry Murtaugh. Jay Lynn Kim, majoring in mechanical engineering at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and receiving a Penn Engineering Award, sponsored by Tom Penn. Luke Ladiak, majoring in mechanical engineering at Northwestern University, and receiving a Gillespie Engineering Incentive Award, sponsored by James Gillespie in memory of Judy Gillespie. Kalina Maxey, majoring in industrial engineering at Purdue University, receiving the Riley Purdue Engineering Award, sponsored by Riley Intellectual Property Law. Andre Nandy, majoring in computer science at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, receiving the Lee Wang Award, sponsored by Michael Lee Wang. Andrea Nava, majoring in civil engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and receiving the Trans Systems Corporation Award, sponsored by Trans Systems, Martin Ross, and Michael Lev. Bailey Nikoloff, majoring in biomedical engineering at University of Rochester and receiving the Ross Dodson Award, sponsored by Nancy Ross and Phil Dodson. Nicole Unimezium, majoring in computer science at Cornell University and receiving the Semple M Award, sponsored by Mr. Eric Semple and Dr. Phil Ben M in memory of Julie Semple. Elisa Perez, majoring in bioengineering at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and receiving the Jan Martin Award, sponsored by Martha Jan Martin. Francia Cuarte, majoring in chemical engineering at Northwestern University and receiving the Bernard James Dillon Award, sponsored by Dr. Aaron L.D. Sibley and family in memory of Bernard James Jim Dillon Jr. Julio Ramirez, majoring in electrical engineering at Columbia University, New York, and receiving the Cinca Award, presented in honor of George O. Cinca to a graduating high school senior who has demonstrated its outstanding commitment to community service, sponsored by the Cinca family and friends. Daniel Rodriguez, majoring in computer engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and receiving the Go Forward Insights Award, sponsored by Lionel and Mary Go. Kaylin Schumacher, majoring in biomedical engineering at Vanderbilt University and receiving the Dudley Warner Press Award, sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. William J. Nissen. Kieran Schumacher, majoring in molecular engineering at the University of Chicago and receiving the DeNervo Award, Engineering Award, sponsored by the DeNervo family. Sonia Sharma, majoring in computer science at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and receiving the Harmsworth Ferrari Award, sponsored by Ms. Sharon Harmsworth and Ms. Diane Ferrari. Nathan Stalder, majoring in mechanical engineering at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and receiving the Beam Patent Law Award, sponsored by the Beam Patent Law Firm. Nal Zavera, majoring in civil engineering at Princeton University and receiving a Primera Engineering Award. Zach Schulfer, majoring in mechanical engineering at Northwestern University and receiving a Gillespie Engineering Incentive Award. And here is Courtney Murtaugh, our Secretary of our Board of Directors. Courtney, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Please meet the CEF Rising Sophomores receiving their second incentive awards for continuing to demonstrate outstanding academic merit. Samuel Cooper, Computer Engineering, University of Wisconsin at Madison. Maximilio Finch, Computer Science Engineering, University of Iowa, receiving a Kroll Family Award. Peter Wang, Computer Science, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Dua Hussein, Computer Engineering, University of Illinois at Chicago, receiving a Cleese Family Foundation Award. Connor McNamara, Computer Science, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Christian Ortiz, Computer Science, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, receiving the Whitlock UIUC Engineering Award, sponsored by Mrs. P. K. Whitlock. Luria Tapia, Civil Engineering and Business Management, Case Western Reserve University, receiving the Ekman Award in memory of Donald Ekman. Eliza Vasquez, Chemical Engineering, Northwestern University, receiving a Gillespie Engineering Incentive Award. Laura Weaver, Biomedical Engineering, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Molly Weirenberg, Computer Science and Engineering, University of California, Los Angeles, receiving a Cleese Family Foundation Award. Jackson Young, Robotics Engineering, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, receiving a Kroll Family Award. Here is Alan Wynn, co-chair of the awards committee and a CEF associate council member and an alum of our incentive award program.
Thank you, Courtney. Please meet the CEF Rising Juniors receiving the third incentive awards for continuing to demonstrate outstanding academic merit. Zachary Anderson, Computer Science at the University of Notre Dame. Raymond Bernardo, Mechanical Engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, receiving a Kroll Family Award. Henry Bewing, Engineering Mechanics at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, receiving a Penn Engineering Award. Frank Burke Olson, Mechanical Engineering at the Northwestern University. Colin Butler, Mechanical Engineering at Miami University, receiving a Premier Engineering Award. Kelly Chu, Material Science and Engineering, University of Michigan, receiving the Applied Research Award sponsored by John Nelson. Cameron Cole, Computer Science at the University of Southern California. Liam Coughlin, Aerospace Engineering at Purdue University, receiving the Michael A. Radomski Memorial Incentive Award sponsored by Lisa, Michael, Ian, and Paul Radomski in memory of Michael A. Radomski. Isaac Cirilla, Chemical Engineering at the University of Illinois at Chicago, receiving a Cleese Family Foundation Award. Maureen DeVos, Civil Engineering at Purdue University, receiving a Premier Engineering Award. Michael Hens, Mechanical Engineering at Clemson University, receiving the Lear Award sponsored by Mr. Van Lear. Thomas Hoos, Mechanical Engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, receiving the Levenfield Award sponsored by Andrew and Wendy Levenfield. Michael Cadis, Industrial Engineering at Purdue University, receiving a Cleese Family Foundation Award. McKenna Kalianis, Chemical Engineering at the University of Alabama. Vladimir Martinez, Aerospace Engineering at the University of Michigan, receiving a Cleese Family Foundation Award. Joseph McCary, Computer Science at Harvard University. Diana Miller, Industrial and Operations Engineering at the University of Michigan. Jack Ross, Mechanical Engineering at St. Louis University, receiving the Leidig, Volt, and Mayer Award sponsored by the firm of Leidig, Voigt, and Mayer. Kieran Sheridan, Mechanical Engineering at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. Ian Shamando, Biomedical Engineering at Northwestern University, receiving the Caraba Award sponsored by Tom Caraba and Marsha Hoover. Guadalupe Solis, University of Illinois at Chicago. Electrical Engineering, receiving the IEEE Chicago Section Award, sponsored by the Chicago section of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Andrew Thompson, Industrial Engineering at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Kevin Williams, Mechanical Engineering at Valparaiso University. Daniel Wang, Computer Engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And I would like to invite First Vice President Tom Riley.
Thank you, Alan. Please meet the CEF Rising Seniors receiving their fourth and final incentive awards for outstanding academic merit and becoming members of the CEF alumni community. Vivian Adewang, Electrical Engineering at Stanford University, receiving a Preece Award sponsored by Don Preece. Stefan Borjan, Mechanical Engineering at MIT, receiving a Kless Family Foundation Award. Nora Chambers, Biomedical Engineering at Northwestern University, receiving a Gillespie Engineering Incentive Award. Joseph Henze, Industrial Engineering at Clemson University, receiving a Preece Award. Sophie Keller, Computer Science at Cornell University, receiving the Bennett Family Award sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. Sid Bennett. Joe Krezek, Industrial and Systems Engineering at The Ohio State University, receiving the Illinois Society of Professional Engineers Chicago Chapter Award, sponsored by the Chicago chapter of ISPE. Kimberly Liu, Chemical and Biological Engineering at Princeton University, receiving a Kless Family Foundation Award. Kyle McNamara, Computer Science at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Nina Onamisium, Computer Science at Princeton University, receiving the Moreno Award sponsored by Ms. Emily Moreno. Pratik Patel, Computer Science at the Illinois Institute of Technology, receiving a Kless Family Foundation Award. Tom Phelan, Computer Science and Engineering at Ohio State University. Julian Robinson, Computer Science at Case Western Reserve University, receiving a Kroll Family Award. Chloe Spolford, Computer Engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you all for joining us for this year's award celebration. And thank you to the award celebration event sponsors, Mr. Tom Penn, Mr. Michael Driscoll, and the Kroll family. Thank you to the CEF Board of Directors, Executive Director Debbie Burrell, the awards committee, and all of the volunteers who helped determine this year's slate of award recipients. Thank you to all the award sponsors and donors who are making our 2021 incentive awards possible. And thank you again to the Union League Club of Chicago. The support we receive from the Union League Club membership and staff is without measure, and we are honored to be part of the club's philanthropic legacy in Chicago. Class of 2021, welcome to the Chicago Engineers Foundation. As we continue to move past this unprecedented time and look forward to all that comes next, know that Chicago Engineers Foundation is a resource you can reach out to anytime during your college studies and beyond. Use our virtual resources and connections to network with your fellow students and professional peers. We are an engineering community working together to support your career goals. As our ceremony comes to a close, we will now transition to a virtual reception. We are arranging breakout sessions so you can enjoy networking and conversation. Thank you again for being here and celebrating the Incentive Award Class of 2021.